Hey guys, it's DG Narwhals here, and welcome to the next episode of Real Talk with DG Narwhals. And today I switched it up. I really didn't want to do COD because I'm feeling it's kind of getting repetitive lately and boring, just seeing it all over YouTube, and that's all that's out there anymore. So I figured I would do some Madden 12. I just got the game. I know Madden 13's out. And I rented it, and I didn't really like it compared to Madden 12. I mean, they're pretty much the same game. So I was like, you know what? I'm really not in the mood spending $70 on the game. I'll just spend like 20 or 30 on Madden 12 and pretty much get the same game cheaper. But before I get into anything about the game, I wanted to make an announcement real quick. Recently, I was in contact with a network called Advise, and me and them started talking, and I ended up filling out an application for him to be a director, and I got a message back from them like a week and a half ago, saying that, or like probably a week, more like a week, 3 days ago, saying that they accepted my application, and that we were now directors there. So that means like we'll eventually get our partnered background once I get in contact with the guy. We've been talking like a couple days, like a day or two, and then we can our videos will be uploaded into the channel, and our videos will be uploaded onto that channel, and we can manage the videos on there, and a whole bunch of other benefits that I'm not going to go into because it's honestly private information and really doesn't. You guys know what most of you guys know what being a director does. But anyways, just wanted to say we're happy to be a part of this great channel, this great network. We're looking for I think this with us being a director here with this great program is going to be beneficial to both of us, and I think that this is going to turn into something great. So I wanted to say thank you to them for uploading our videos and ending up accepting this, and the channel description for the network will be in the description. If you guys go sub them, it will be really helpful. It helps us and as well them, because they pretty much are another part of us now. So if you guys would just do that, that would help so much more than just subbing us, because when you sub them, you're helping out more and more smaller channels. You're helping out smaller channels that they are uploading their video stores. So and taking out getting beneficial to us. I mean, you're in doing that, you're subbing, you're helping the other channels get bigger. So setting us aside, this is more or less to help the other channels get bigger. Yeah. So in this gameplay, Madden 12, this is pretty much the first time I played like one other game, and I played halfway through it, because I was like, I don't really want to get in depth because I really want to do like a first look play, so I was fresh with it. I've been playing Madden since like maybe when Madden 06 came out on the original Xbox, because that's when I had it, because that was what was good back then. And yeah, and I went and got Madden 12 today. Ooh, a good false start penalty there. And since Madden 11 to Madden 12, I think they've done a lot of amazing things with the game. They've added a whole new animation tackles. They've fixed tons and tons of bugs, and I think they've improved the game a lot better. They made the pre-game look a lot better. They've added a lot of new sideline animations, and they made the end game, when you complete a game, not glitchy anymore, so players don't teleport around and whatnot. It was a glitch that I incurred a lot, and yeah, I just think they made the game a lot better in general. Alright, so good stop there. My first offensive drive, I think I just punted. Wait, was that? I don't know. Maybe that was their first offensive drive. I can't really remember, because I was recording earlier and I got interrupted so many times that the footage was rendered unusable. So alright, so let's go. Let's try out with the passing game first. Oh crap, sacked. That's not good. That's never good. Alright. Oh my god, loss of 7 yards. Alright, that's never good. Actually, I don't know why it always is, but I swear Danny Woodhead is better than Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. He may be a hard runner, but he is so slow in this game, and he always gets hit before he gets started. So I always have Danny Woodhead in as my corner or my running back because he's a great hard runner as well as being fast and small, so he's hard to bring down. So let's try the running game. Off tackle, there we go. And boom, see, first running play, 15 yards of Danny Woodhead. That's what I'm talking about. I am loving the run game. I am already a fan of the running game in this game. I can already tell that the way the animations work and the physics work, that the running game is going to be really big. Already look at that. Boom. Already 33 yards. Alright, just so you guys are wondering, like, oh my gosh, he must be getting this many yards because he's playing on an easy difficulty. No, I'm not sure which one. I'm either playing on Pro or Madden or All Madden, one of the harder difficulties, because I find the game not really fun when you're playing on a lower difficulty because you end up, like, scumping them out, like, I don't know, like, I think once I played on Rookie with the Patriots and on Madden 11 and I got like 85-0 against the Steelers. It's not really a challenge for me. If I do get interrupted in this video, it is probably because we have old friends and visiting from out of state. And yeah, you might hear my dad come down the stairs and them start talking or whatever. Hopefully it doesn't, because I've already tried recording this twice already, and I've got interrupted both times. Like one time, my sister's controller was synced to my Xbox upstairs, and she kept hitting buttons and almost turned off my Xbox. She did turn off my Xbox actually, and yeah, I just kept getting interrupted and could never actually get a good recording. So I've communicated with them that I am recording and that I would love to have just a tiny bit of time to myself today to do this, because woke up this morning 7 o'clock, went straight to serving at church, came home, ate, and when I got home I had free time, but we hadn't gone out and got the game yet, so I still hadn't had really any free time to myself. And we pretty much just came home. Boom! Nice pass, touchdown. There we go. Love that. Came home, ate Kentucky Fried Chicken. That was crazy. I had been begging my mom till we can get it because I had not had it in so long. Came home, ate that. Didn't really have any free time. And then got the game. First time I got it. Got my stuff set up, and then started trying to record, and I just kept encountering technical problems, whether it was my computer or the Xbox or people interfering, but this is not going to happen. So, and when I did record before, DG Platypus came and talked, and the footage was just unusable. But this is all his idea, by the way. He has nothing in mind. So pretty much the credit for this idea should go to him. One day he was talking to me, and one day he was really upset for some reason. I was like, Rain, what's wrong? You're not like this. And he said, I'm really upset. And I was like, what's wrong? And he goes on to tell me that, like, this girl at his school, that she's really nice. I'm not sure if he likes her, but I'm pretty sure they're friends. They're friends. She's a nice girl. I think she lost her virginity her freshman year or in middle school, and she's maybe had sex after that once or two times. And the jerks at school, because she wouldn't sleep with them, started just making up stuff, calling her a whore and all this. And Rain, being the amazing, sexy, compassionate man he is, could not stand this whatsoever. So he goes and he confronts the guys and he questions them. And he's just really bothered by that kind of thing, that people would, just because they're not getting what they want, they would make up stuff like that, or they would even say that in general. I mean, maybe you might not agree with someone, sleeping around like that, but I mean, what somebody does with their personal, sexual life is their business. And even if you don't agree with it, you have you have no right to say anything negative or really anything at all about it. I mean, it's completely their ooh, that should have been a pick. But it's completely their business and nobody else's. So for you to come in and just say, "Oh, you're a whore for doing that," I mean, it's completely no business. And if that girl had told you that out of confidence, I mean, she trusted you with that information, and you're just gonna go and do something like that. That is just completely ridiculous. I mean, I can't stand that either. But I mean, I could understand how Rain feels, because Rain is actually like friends with this girl, and that must have drove him insane. I mean, if that were me, I would have, hit the kid, got it over with, felt good about it, okay. But I would end up kicked off the football team. But that would have been worth it, sticking up for a friend like that in a situation. I would sell, if a situation happened where, if I got into this fight, I would lose everything. I would lose the Xbox, I would lose the car that I'm getting next year. I would lose my house, I would lose money. I don't care. If I stick up for a friend, it's worth it, because that's what a real friend does. A real friend will stick up for his friend no matter what the consequence is, because that's what a real friend does. Not saying that if you don't want to do that, you're not a real friend. I'm just saying, for me, that's what a real friend is. I had something else to say, but I cannot. Okay, I remember now. The thing that, what makes me so angry, guys, is swag and everything. Because, not saying it, but it really, most of the black culture uses it, because they think, oh, look at me, I'm wearing saggy pants, and, yeah, I look cooler than you, so I got swag. And then all these posts on Facebook, like all these pictures, like, who needs school when you got swag? I mean, is that just, is that idiot for, would you like mayo on your burger? I mean, are they just like, what I think swag is it's training teenagers to, it's training teenagers to I'm really messing up on my speech here. It's training. What's I gonna say? It's getting the future what swag is. It's preparing the future generation of restaurant workers. So all those people that say, "Oh, I got more swag. You're a loser. You don't got swag." Just think when and another thing. If anybody ever calls you a nerd at school if anyone ever calls you a nerd at school because you're getting good grades or you study, just think, you may be a nerd now, but they're not going to be saying, oh, you're a nerd when you're working at a high-paying job. You could think of the endless possibilities. You could be at NASA. You could be working on the next big project in safety. You could be working on the next big space something. I don't know. You could be the next car. You can make millions of dollars, and because you were that so-called nerd in school that took the time and learned and actually did the stuff that you aspired to do, and that you didn't walk around like, oh, I got swag, I don't need to study. You're working at a high-paying job, and they're working at McDonald's, and the best time of their life was in high school when they had this so-called swag. That's just something that's been on my mind forever, and I could never find the right time to actually talk about it, but now I am. My phone's ringing. I have to check this. It's from a friend. I got invited to a party, and I'm not sure if I'm going or not, because just because there's tons of seniors going and I'm a freshman, and I honestly don't feel like getting. Yep, pick up that right back, scoop it and go. Ugh. There we go, touchdown. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going because I'm a freshman, and I mean, I'm a little awkward when meeting new people. I mean, I get like really nervous, and I want to make a good first impression, so I get nervous and I really don't know what to say. And usually, like, I've messed up not messed up, but I've made the beginning of a friendship awkward because I didn't know what to say, and yeah, I kind of got off things on an awkward pace. But yeah, so that was just I was just checking what the text was. But yeah, back talking about the gameplay. This game really is balanced overall. I mean, I like the animations. I like how you can actually see the defensive players talking. I liked how what I used to love watching is how they made some of the tackles for Madden '09. What they did is, or the running animations and stuff, what they did is they took them into a studio and they put them in green screen suits and put the white balls all over them, and they recorded doing the running motions and they implemented that into a game. And I used to think that was amazing, and I still do. Like, the technology we have these days and what we can do when we put our minds to it is just amazing. It just amazes me sometimes. And like, if you think about it, if you think about it, I think just like a couple hundred years ago, we were using candlelight, like, that's probably way wrong, yeah, like a couple hundred years ago, we were still using candlelight, and look at us now, we have HD flat, like maybe 100 years ago, 200, maybe, we were using candlelight. Like, look how far we've come as a nation. We used to be in England, trapped because we hated the policies, and look at us now. We're an independent country. Not dissing Britain, not dissing the UK or anything, not dissing any of the other countries that I'm just gonna stop there. But look how far we've come. Look how far the world has come. Look how much the human race has just grown over time and what we accomplish. It's just amazing. And I mean, if you think about it, we're all humans. I don't know why race gets so into it sometimes, but I mean, I have my fair share of annoyances with involving race, but just because it's pretty much culture these days that require like culture. If you look at it, I'm not trying to be racist here, but almost all black culture is involved with hard rap music, saggy pants, talking slang, and it just gets annoying after a while. I mean, just because you're a certain color doesn't mean you have to act a certain way. And not all black people like it. There's tons and tons of intelligent. It's not even funny. You got Morgan Freeman. He's an amazing person, amazing career. You have all the basketball players. Like, if you think about it, everyone's like, oh, the basketball players are so cool. They got so much swag. You know how they got into the NBA? They got into the NBA because they had to get a scholarship through sports and through education. So before you think that they're just because they're good at basketball, they have to be smart. So if all you guys or jocks that make fun of the nerdy kids for being smart, you have to have good brain along with good grades to make it far in the pros if you want to be there. So I'm just saying, you should take that into thought before you go picking on the nerdy kids. I mean, when I was little, like 4th grade, I never really got made fun of till I was 6th grade, because up until 6th grade, I mean, you were cool when you got the good grades. You were made fun of when you got the bad grades. Oop, I don't want to be offsides. You were made fun of, because when I got to 6th grade, I mean, I had moved to another state, and I wasn't the most popular kid. I mean, really all the, I don't know. That's something stuck in my throat. All the really popularity groups were already decided, and all the cool kids had already, got their groups and their marks and everything. And there was no place for me to fit in. And I was more than happy with the friends I made because they're a great group of people, and I still am in contact after moving again with them today. But I mean, 6th grade year was definitely not memorable for me. I mean, I got made fun of more than I would like to remember, and still bothers me sometimes, but not really. I mean, forgive and forget. We were younger back then. We were more immature, and we didn't know. We were supposed to know right and wrong, but a lot of people just didn't think of what they were doing to other people when they did it. But now you're in high school. I mean, it's worse in high school, but I mean, people are more considerate with it. And look at that nice touchdown. I mean, 7th grade year was amazing for me. Didn't really get in trouble. I never got made fun of at all. I was not trying to be anything, but I think 7th grade year, I mean, I was among most of the popular kids. I mean, made the middle school football team as a 7th grader, so I was automatically on as an 8th grader. I got involved with all the athletic football kids. I was in a great bunch of guys. Made a lot of good friends. So yeah, middle school for me went really good. I mean, I grew up in Michigan from the time I was born up till like the middle of 4th grade. I moved to North Carolina near the end. I got off of they didn't make me go to school right away. My parents didn't. So they didn't make me go to school right away, so I didn't really start my 4th grade year close to the end at that new school. 5th, and then my 4th grade year to like the beginning of my 8th grade year, we lived in North Carolina. Then we moved actually back to Michigan because of another job transfer. Because my dad, both my parents work at same church. They have a lot of devotion to their religious life, and they just have a strong calling to God, and that they want to work for Him and do everything they can to Him. So both times we moved because they got offered better jobs at bigger churches, and they thought that it was great for the family. Of course, I didn't think of it at the time. I was like, oh, we're moving again. You know, it was really emotional because when I was little, I mean, 4th grade, I was like, ooh, I get to go to a new place, and it wasn't really emotional for me. But you know, your middle school years, you start getting really emotional about losing friends, and I was just torn up about moving again. And yeah, so when we moved back beginning of 8th grade year, I mean, I'm going into 9th grade. School starts on Tuesday. I'm recording this on Sunday. School starts Tuesday, 9th grade year. I'm a little nervous, not so much, actually pretty excited. I get to see my girlfriend. Haven't seen her most of all the summer because her dad, he didn't like her dating, and me and her kind of dated anyways. Not really a good decision. Kind of got him to not like me very much early on, but really excited for that. That's a great defensive stop right there. I like the tackle on that one. And yeah, but end of the summer, it's pretty good for me. I mean, like the past 4 days at the end of summer, I've just been with DG Cupcake. I've pretty much been with three other DG members for 3 or 4 days straight now. Because I mean, I went over to, or 3 days I think, I went over to DG Abstract, which is Nick, he's a new member. I went over to his house Thursday night, stayed the night, pulled an all-nighter, just messing around. Went early that morning, went to the skate park, came back to my house, had DG Unicorns over and DG Cupcake over, which Cupcake's a new member. We end up swimming all day, messing around outside, doing airsoft and stuff. And then DG Abstract and DG Cupcake stayed the night at my house. And then Saturday, all day Saturday, Abstract and Cupcake and I, we were all outside swimming, and my sister had thrown a party, so we were partying there. We went down to the creek and caught crayfish and frogs and stuff and just played capture the flag. And it was a great time. And then after they had all left, me and my dad, who, you know, have been having some rough spots in our father-son relationship just because, I don't know, we just haven't been getting along well. We stayed out, had a bonfire, we did some paninis on the fire, and just hung out for the first time since I can remember. So it's a pretty good end of the summer to me. Ooh, and a fumble and a recovery. Dang, I am scumping the Jets right now. Yeah, so pretty good end of the summer to me. Other things to talk about, guys. Right now we're looking to release our new team Taj, but I have Twixter, but I am just absolutely terrible at editing. I can edit simple. I can't do special effects. I can make intros, and I'm still like learning more and more every day about that. And we really don't have anybody that can edit like feeds and like those good montages really well. So if you guys are interested in doing a job, or not really a job, but the project with us, PM me, message me on Skype, whatever. We can talk about how that can be payable. That was a terrible loss. We can talk about how that can be payable, or what we can do in return, or, you know, we can discuss that. But we're just looking for somebody to do that because we have a lot of really good clips that we wanna get the most out of. I don't like the auto because you gotta like push X and then you gotta use the D-pad to navigate, and it's hard on defense when you're using it, because if they call a line back to the line quick, it's hard to do it really quick. Ooh, a Jet got injured. Who is that? I'm not sure. I don't know Jets players by name. I don't know. The rosters aren't really. I would expect the rosters to be updated, but for some reason, ooh, touchdown. For some reason, we don't have Chad Ochocinco on here, which I was like, what? How do we not have Chad Ochocinco? He got on before the 2012 season even started. I don't even before the 2011 season started, and he wasn't even on the Patriots in 2000 and Madden 2011, which doesn't really make any sense. Maybe I have to and it updated the roster automatically, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. But besides that, that happens in every game. The roster doesn't update for some. No, I got caught up talking, and I was just hitting the hit stick. Oh, touchdown! Dang, that's disappointing. I got cocky, and I was like, oh, they're not gonna do anything, but they just ran one back on me. I was about to be like, oh, this is gonna be they're gonna lay a goose egg. Dang. The Patriots and Madden 11 are really good. The Patriots and Madden 12 are pretty good. Or so far they are. I love the menu music in this game. Usually I'm not a fan of a lot of rap music, but 6 Foot 7 Foot by Lil Wayne is I just like that song. I like how it goes. I like No Lie by 2 Chainz, and I like Mercy. I love that. That's a funny song. Like me and almost like a lot of the DG members are white, and we'll like when all Abstract and Unicorns and Cupcake were all together. We were in the pool and we had the radio and all song. My phone was plugged in to the surround sound or the speakers outside, and Mercy comes on, and then my mom comes outside, and all she sees is a bunch of white kids jumping up and down doing like a rave, rapping Mercy. And it's just funny. We love to. We're not all serious. We love to have a great time, and really, it's just crazy when we get together. I mean, like most of the DG members, like Cupcake, Abstract, Unicorns, and I all live in Michigan. Oh dang, that would have been a great catch. Armageddon and Radiation, they both live in North Carolina. They're actually some of the friends I met my 7th grade, or my Armageddon I met in 6th grade, and Armageddon I met in 6th grade, and Radiation I met in 7th grade. They were great friends, but I met Armageddon in 5th grade, and then he became homeschooled in 7th grade, so the only really ties I had, I would go and hang out at his house. But Xbox became like a really important thing in our friendship because we couldn't get together much because of school. You know, we couldn't really hang out or anything. And then Rain, which is a really great friend of mine. Distance cannot make distance. What I've learned, guys, if you guys have a true friendship, distance can limit a friendship, but if you are truly good friends, distance does not matter in a friendship. It matters in like a relationship. Like I'm not really great with long distance relationships unless, you know, we Skype every night, you know, talk on the phone, whatever. But distance can't really, if you're a great friend and you are willing to put up through the thick and thin, distance really doesn't matter in a friendship. You can handle anything. I think Badgers lives in I think he lives in Massachusetts or I think maybe Indiana, one of those two. I have no clue where Fusions lives. We haven't been talking to him. We haven't been talking much for some reason. I don't know. But that's just an example because, you know, because one thing that is going to happen is this coming summer after the school year is over, Radiation is actually planning on coming, because last spring I went to North Carolina and visited Radiation and Armageddon in North Carolina, and this coming summer or spring break, Radiation I don't think Armageddon's coming, but Radiation is actually coming up to Michigan, and we're planning on throwing like a big party, you know, trying to get all the DG members that live in Michigan here, and yeah. for my birthday, which is in October, I'm turning 15. I actually wanted to go down to Georgia. We're gonna go down to Georgia and go to a CQB airsoft arena down there, and you know, just shoot around, do a bunch of stuff. And then I wanted to, when we were going down there, I wanted to pass through North Carolina and see if we could pick up somebody. But you know, that's probably a wild dream of mine. Probably not gonna work. I'm probably just gonna end up taking unicorns and cupcake or abstract. Cause I don't think I can take 2 people or with me. I'll try to do 3. I don't know. I'll see what my parents. Cause my dad can only handle so much. Cause for some reason he does not enjoy the company of Jake for some reason. Like my mom and me, Jake, my mother and I, we joke around all the time. But for some reason, my dad doesn't dislike him, but he doesn't like being around him for long periods of time, because he said when all of the DG members get together, it's like a bunch of retards. It's like a bunch of retards screaming all night long. Well, that looked like a tiny bit of a horse collar there. Just a tiny bit of a horse collar. I'm gonna take this time to apologize to some of the DG members. I really have been not making an effort to try to get you guys into some videos. But you guys got to realize that it's your responsibility too. I can't be the one trying to get you to do some stuff. I edit the material and I get material myself. But I do apologize if you guys have been bothering or been asking me to try to get in some of the videos. I apologize for not responding. I don't know why I haven't. I just think I've been pretty much putting it off. I don't know. Sorry for that though. Is he injured or what? I don't know. I honestly doesn't really matter to me a lot because he's a 4th string receiver. All right, let's see here. Coming out of the gun. Ooh, wide open. Boop. Oh, touchdown. Bang. They made Brandon Tate so much better in this game. That is insane. Oh, one thing that I do want to show you guys that they did indeed fix is if you guys have noticed that in every single previous Madden, when you would go for a fake field goal pass, you would still be in your normal field goal crouching. You wouldn't be any further, and his leg would go through your body. But now you can actually it helps the defense prevent it as well. If you're playing online multiplayer, the quarterback is actually a little bit farther away from the quarterback, and when the kicker is about to kick, he actually does not go as far in. So when the kick actually happens, the quarterback is a ways away from the kicker, which I can show you guys in a second when I get the ball back, just to bring that up. But yeah, they did fix that and make it look way better than it did, and it's now like a sore. It's like a sore relieved from the eyes. I don't know how you can get a sore on your eye, but it's like something that I have been wanting fixed since Madden 06, or whenever they first. I think they introduced that in like Madden 07. Actually, I've been playing Madden since 05 because I had 05 on the GameCube back when that was what was good. I remember I had Star Fox on the GameCube. I had the original Super Smash Bros. I had all the cool games. I had Madden 05 back in Madden, when that was Madden 05 was around. I used to be a Buccaneers fan. And then I went to my uncle's house, and he's actually got me to like the Patriots. They're huge Patriots fan. They go to a lot of Patriots games. They have my cousin Tori was born, and they went to a Patriots game, and she has Patriots baby clothes, a little baby Patriots, and a cheerleader jersey, and they're a huge Patriots fan. And one day we just started talking about football, and then we started talking about it, and I was like, oh, Buccaneers all the way, and he was like, no, the Patriots, and we started talking about it, and he converted me to the Patriots, and that is just terrible because right there, if that pick would have been, that would have been game over. But you know, I'm winning 45-7 anyways, so it's not like that. Since I didn't get that, the game is theirs, and they just got an injury right there, so that's their passing game is gonna be a tiny bit hurt from that. I'm actually gonna switch and call blitz, and yeah, just send a few more guys in. No, dang it! And another pick. Wow. Really, every time I get an interception, I get an offsides. I think this game hates me now. That is just absolutely terrible. I am just absolutely terrible at that. That is, because I always jump the gun. That's the thing. The only penalty I usually commit in any Madden game is offsides because I jump the gun. I try to time it, and sometimes I mistime it. And a lot of... Oh, who's injured? Oh. End of the game, you know. Knee injury. It's fine. I got Gary Guyton back up, so it's fine. It's fine. Oh, see him try to jump the gun right there. There. Because if you jump the gun, you gotta... See? There we go. I'm trying to call a timeout so I can show you guys the fake field goal, how they fixed it. I'm tempted just to let them score, but where's the fun in that? Oh, see, I tried to do it again. No. Oh.
He lost it.
Yes. Yes. There we go. Fumble. I can show you guys right now. What? What? It just said that the defense got the ball. Oh, freak. Now I'm in punt. Oh, they're gonna score. I just know it. Oh, my receiver was playing corner. That's hilarious. Yeah, I had Julius Edelman in as a corner, which isn't actually bad. I've seen actually in one of the, like a Patriots season ago, like last season, they actually put Julius Edelman in as at safety, and he was actually really good at it. He won, I think, one of the games. He had 5 tackles, 1 interception. I think that was the game they beat the Jets 45-0 or 45-3, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. Except that game, it was all passing touchdowns, and I think Benjarvis Green-Ellis got running yards, but I never think he got a touchdown. But that was the game that Tom Brady was, you know, putting up points like a monster. All right. Kick that field goal. And it's good. Alright. I think I love the way I like the new kickoff where it shows it from the side and then it brings it back in. And I think that I like the new animations and camera angles and the game speed in general. It's just a lot better. Alright, so as you can see, when you go for 92-yard field goal, when you go for your field goal, the kicker, see, he slides back and he's not as close as he usually is on a normal kickoff. And right here, game's mine. Nothing really to do here. So I'm like, okay, you know, might as well throw a Hail Mary. Nothing bad can happen out of this. You know, nothing. Oh, and then look who's wide open, Julius Edelman. Which I don't know why Brandon Tate came and had to jump in front of that because Julius Edelman was wide open. But, you know, whatever. And then 3, 2, 2, 1, 0. That's game over right there. I think, like, and they did a lot of good stuff, yeah, with the after the game. See, it actually looks normal now. The players aren't teleporting over when they're shaking hands and stuff. And now it's the Gatorade player of the game, not the Doritos Crunch Time.
And let's take a look at the Gatorade.
It's not the Doritos Crunch Time player of the game. I think that's the play of the game, though. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and go over and check out that new channel. Thanks. Bye, guys.